YouTube, what it do? We back, baby. We live. Let some of y'all get up in here. Give it a second, let YouTube send out the notifications. Hey now, Meg. Hey now, say now. Cash App, PayPal. Yeah, now. Let's get it. Let me see what the record is. What we starting off at? Starting off at 1-1, chat. We starting off at 1-1. Let's get it. I'm locked in, Meg. The champ is here. The boogeyman here. Is the music too loud, Meg? Drop a one in the chat if the music too loud. Or is it cool?
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, Every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's worked out officially at the 21. First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Hundley looks to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for it. Peterson.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive.
So we don't stress.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Then we don't flex.
And last time went for it on 4th.
Saying they next because my name is P-Dub.
Up off the mat and do better this go around.
Face the God of mud. Get it. What's up, chat? Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday.
Be aggressive. Stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 2nd down, here's Huntley. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drive.
Chicken enchiladas. Nice. I love enchiladas. Nice.
I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone. Huntley, this to Graham on the short pass. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down.
Let's go. You quitting already? You about to quit? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know something then. Let me know something. Show me like you owe me. Apple fried pies. Hey, Claude, I like pie. I like pie, Claude. The champ is here. Let's get it. We 2-1. Turn up. Hey, Claw. I like pie too, Claw. I just want some apple pie, Claw. I want to taste apple pie, Claw.
In the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Yeah, Meg, that's my music. YouTube can't strike me over my own music. I own the copyrights for this.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Stewart, second down. Slant route caught by Edelman. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it.
Thank you, Meg. Thank you.
About it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 42-yard line,
living the dream.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's
real niggas doing real things, real things. Living in the dream.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Come on, defense.
On first down, Stewart.
Let's go ahead and get this over with. Come on now.
But it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. Derrick Henry all alone. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 12-yard line.
No, we Seattle, Meg. We Seattle. We the Seahawks. Birds in the chat. Birds in the chat.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back.
Real things. Living in the dream.
2nd and 8.
I go hard and go home. You can catch me off in the paint. I'm buying out the ball and I'm blowing dank with no restraint. Fuck what they think, tell me what to think. Put it on their head with steady aim. I'm listening to Betty Wright, no pain.
And he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Stewart to throw it.
Real thing.
But it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw.
Let's go. Get him.
It's caught.
Let's go.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped.
Few freestyles, one time for the one time.
Tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson.
Let's go.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it a gain of 12. A big first down to get away from the end zone. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks.
Everyone has hard times, but you gotta keep your head and keep faith in yourself. Believe in the Creator. Dancing with the devil. Week they do the weekend. Stop calling out to God. Only when you need Him.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man.
Yeah, that dark blue nice, man. For sure, for sure.
They'll play fake. Now move. He's going to let it go again.
Let's go. Let's go. We out of here, buddy. We out of here, buddy. Hey, I'ma think but for them happier times. Everyone has hard times.
A big play there. Taking it in.
Let's go.
And the Seahawks post the first.
Happy Tuesday.
Take the lead here in this second quarter. Jason Elam on for the extra point.
So excited. Tell anything, just a double down. Get it all night long. Don't call my phone.
The touchdown. Here's Elam to kick it away.
Bust a nigga head to the bacon home.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago.
And I pretend like I ain't got no demons. In reality, we be friends.
Off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it,
Let's go defense.
They've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
A throw over the middle, take it in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Yep.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. Stewart. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
M-O-N-E-Y. I think about you all the time, girl, on how I'm going to make you money.
Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside. One of my college coaches.
When you see me in the streets, girl, you know what it be. I'm out here getting money. I want that money. They can keep it. They can keep the money. 7 days a week. I don't need to speak. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, fun day. I want that money. lemonade. Oh my goodness, shit's all in my brain. She all in my ears. She's trying to drive me insane. Oh my goodness.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peterson. And he's going to be taken
what I tell
down
him?
into
I tell him, oh yeah, look, your boy's back. P-Dub looking fresh like Goldie the Mac. I'm off a fist of hen, let me swerve this lap. I'm trying to escape my bitch yappity yap. Whole shit on back and soak up game. You know these bitches love me. They know my name.
Winds up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to
They
get
yelled
this
out the
drive
gang, well,
underway.
what did they bang? I take a blunt to the brain and I drink for the pain. I spit hotter in the summer, but I'm cooler than rain. And what's the aim? And what is it for? The shit that they say make me ready for war. Let's settle the score. Let's put some points on the board. Let's get this shit clear. Keep it out of my ear. Shit's all in my brain. She all in my ear. She trying to drive me insane. Oh my goodness. Shit's all in my brain. She all in my ear. Let's go. Had a curfew. Might be a little late, but I'll be home soon.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside
for your boot.
Back-to-back nice games.
Riding home, hoping you ain't fucking dude. Crying, talking about my baby needs shoes. Now I see how BB ended up with the blues.
First half in my books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, man, I didn't see the time. I'm over here grooving, I didn't see the time. Look at me now. Damn, I was supposed to score before the half.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky.
Well, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And Pop sound lit. Mom took that cash, looking back at life, seen life oh so fast. I guess that's why me and my goon live life on this smash. Get Monday, Friday, cash, he ride into this smash. He finna quit, chat. Run that back, man. I killed this song. Run that back. Run that back, chat. Another one bites the dust. Hey. Shout to Wilshire. We shout to Wilshire. PWO. It's Magoo. Shout to Wilshire. 1. The 3-and-1, chat. Let's go. Yeah. Smoke, will I bring it back? Niggas say my rap hit just like crack. The boss will take that loss and get it right back. Let's get to it. I'ma analyze the situation, break it down for what it's worth. Take a good look at the teacher, read him like a book. See if he got it where you want to be. Did he get here with that game that he's given to me? Tip was good from the game, learn from mistakes you made. Last up a dime, read arm view in between and half what it takes to be. Ain't no average nigga, jack of all trades, not limit. Yeah, yeah. Get me 360 ways, 8 or 53, 6, 5 days long, here without a care, born on some EPAs, high in the height above the cloud, I see clear days, so many nights, but never losing my faith. Every day I wake up to God, I get thankful all the time. Will this be the day? Here, Pop, remain as strong as he said.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill? Maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Daniels looking to throw.
Let's go.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hester to return from his end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for
There's no one in my hood ever made it to the league.
Hey, you get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff
Troops
just gets
overseas and in boots and
right back
fatigues.
out on the field with a chance to atone.
Shoot, I fucked with that one, homie. Let's go. Block. Let's go. Push. 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 Push.
Second interception for him now.
How many of them gonna quit tonight, chat? How many of them gonna quit tonight, chat? How many of them gonna quit tonight, chat? Hey, I gotta make it out and move quickly. The hustle has become my obsession. How many of them gonna quit, man? Talk to me, I talk back. How many of them gonna quit, goddamn me? Music changed my life. Yes, Meg. I'm playing nothing but my music tonight so that we can vibe. I do music too. I write music. Make beats. The hustle has become an obsession. This is your boy. Music wrote by me, beat produced by me. It takes a nation. White people jeans, some all black clothes to set. Niggas yelling out, we dug is back. Niggas tell me what they know about that. Nigga, let the kid in and put your bid in. I'm headed to the top to drop the light of sin. Off the bottle of gin, better call your next again. Back with the models again. We cracking bottles of hen. Whoa. I think I need to slow down. Oh no, cause it's meant to go down. There's those niggas in my city about to get me for his family. Now we back to the grind. We back to the script. I do it for a reason. I do it for the chips. We do it for the grind. We do it for the shine. We do it for a life. With a life for all time. Put some cold ass nights on these cold ass streets. I mean, nights so cold I gotta roll with it. You can check me out on SoundCloud. You can go to SoundCloud, South of Wilshire. That's South of Wilshire on SoundCloud. Reverb Nation, South of Wilshire. Check your boy out.
To the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush.
You're now listening to P Double Law.
If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And now much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
On these cold-ass streets, I mean, nights are cold, I gotta roll with me.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
You get money where it's sunny, man. You get money where it's sunny, man. West Coast. Them boys is back. Draped in all black. You paper stuff. You get money where it's sunny, man. You get money where it's sunny, man.
Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Now Sanders. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
The party ain't over, so we all gone.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Jackson. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Okay, we lock in. We lock in.
33 yards. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board 1st here tonight. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
I'm the Bengals, made the white team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Let's work.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set.
No, that's how I got it set up, Meg. It's either we going to be the Seahawks right now or the Bengals. We're going to go get in the Chargers uniform.
Once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Moon to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
We'll switch this
Cardinal
defense
football
up
here to start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Go to my other playbook.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to do.
Over the middle, it's a diving catch. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Calvin Johnson with an amazing diving catch. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 40.
We're going to give him that one, chat. We're going to give him that one. He can run with that one. We got one more game, I think, to win before we go to the playoffs, so we got work to do. One more win to playoffs. Let's go get a uniform. Light the chat up. Light the chat up. Let's go. Yeah, Meg. Yes, they are. Some of them won. Some of them I just produced. Most of them won. Most of the tracks. But some of the other tracks I just produced.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, Peterson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
Yeah, we love to say, get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this one to his tight
end.
He's
just standing there by himself.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play? And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll look to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, Moon. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Peterson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Montez Sweat able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just about on his own goal line. $51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Moon. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go.
Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Peterson. He'll buy some time right. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
One game, we got to win this game to go to the playoff, chat. Got to win this game to get to the playoffs. If we lose this game, we got to start back from the top.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Moon. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Moon. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Here's Pat McAfee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Peterson now, throwing on 1st down. Oh, he stays up. Going to be taken in here by the
now.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Peterson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Peterson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. of the gun. They'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game
Let's
here
go.
in the final minutes.
He missed it, Chad. He missed it.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Moon. Looking downfield for Jones. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. To throw on 3rd down. Moon. He's going to go up top again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts.
Come on, get him.
It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
They run over center with Peterson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Here we go. This is 4th down. And he is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
I think we all suspected
They
that
trying
they
to
were
get
going
it
back to
in
him
the
after he
field.
found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
First down. Oh, no, he lost
There
the
you go.
football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this should be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Kyle Hamilton.
All right, from the top, chat, from the top. Wait a minute, we got action, chat. They messed up. They didn't count that as a loss, chat. We got still some action. One win to the playoffs. I don't know what happened, chat. We in the playoffs, chat. We in the playoffs. They put us in the playoffs, chat. Game 1 of the playoffs. Game 1 of the playoffs.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Game 1 of the playoffs, chat. Let's get it. Got that product blue on. We at home.
Division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Second down and 3. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold sliding out of the pocket.
Go.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Up the middle, it's Peterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Moon. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3.
We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First down, the run with Lynch. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's
Heck no.
the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 48 yards. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold.
You ain't going nowhere, buddy.
Go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
You shouldn't have got that touchdown, buddy.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the return will stop right around the 25. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Darnold now on second down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And Darnold going to slide to the ground here, but not before he does pick up the first down. Looking to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Lynch. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Peterson. will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Escaping the pressure right. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Come on now.
Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Well, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Elam able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Calvin Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Out of the gun, it's Moon. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Moon. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
To throw from his end zone, Moon. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return, Hester. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A final shot before the break. Darnold flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
They working me. They is working me.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Play action. It's Moon. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mark.
He got it, chat. Damn. He got it. All right, from the top, chat. From the top. We're going to run it back from the top.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to Gates. And he is going to lose yardage here. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Sanders eluding the pressure right. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So, Charles, our first points of the...
They quit already, chat.
Southern California has
James
a new
Money, what's up, my
NFL
guy?
Football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started.
That's what's up.
And here we go.
You stream
We're
today?
underway in Madden. Madden Ultimate Team. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Off the play fake. Poe. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A play fake. Now Moon forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Clinton Portis, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running right, Portis. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Clinton Portis, 57 yards. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Moon. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll give this up the middle to Portis, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Eight 0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. An inside give. Here's Portis. And a short gain here down to the 22. Paul Krause, the safety, in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They hand it off to Portis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Wow.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Moon. Oh, and that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
All right, chat. Be right back. Finna switch games. Finna start another screen.